Okay, Strixhaven is pushed to the wayside for now as they've brought back the Legacy Cube to Magic Online. And as a connoisseur of cubes, well, of course I'm going to try it out. Don't get me wrong, Strixhaven is great, and with all the lessons, the learning, and the archives, the mystical archives, it actually leads to a very flavorsome draft format, but let's change things up with a little bit of a cube experience here. Anyways, this is Legacy Cube, so it's going to be moderately high power level, but of course nowhere on the same power level as Vintage. And as opposed to a themed cube, like last week they had Proliferate Cube, which was all about counters and stuff like that. This Legacy Cube is, of course, just going to be cards that are found in the Legacy format for the most part. Anyways, not much time here. I'm going to go ahead and actually first pick Fallen Shinobi, which is not a card I would normally first pick, but usually when I'm streaming, my chat really wants me to take this card. And I do think it's very good, don't get me wrong, but well, it's not normally one that I would first pick here. Anyways, let's just go off of this. I'm going to try to build around the Fallen Shinobi here. Pretty easy Creeping Tar Pit now as a second pick. Fantastic, just great land, right? And of course, it's unblockable, so should I have enough mana, I can actually Shinobi, or rather Ninjutsu, off of the Tar Pit. Other good cards in this pack, Hero of Bladehold, just very, very efficient beater. Great Henge, you know, you've probably seen that card enough in Standard to know how good that is, but let's just go off the Shinobi. Let's take a little Creeping Tar Pit here. Let's get some evasive creatures, maybe like a Bitter Blossom. There was a Riftwing Cloudskate I could wheel out of the Shinobi pack. Some of the random flyers, some removal, some counters, and get ourselves a stew of sorts. But yeah, one of the more busted cards in Limited for sure. Oh, speaking of, how about a Mystic Confluence? That card is real good, and hot damn does look good in that old Time Spiral Remastered border. Oh, another funny one, Fallen Shinobi and Zareth-san. What does this one do again? You may put permanent from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield. Interesting. Anyways, very easy Mystic Confluence here for me. That card is just nuts. All the modes are good. Passing a Kiki-Jiki, Reanimate, whatever. Nice little confluence there for me. Go like a blue-black control-y type deck. Yeah, seems like a good start. I'm a big fan of counter spells. I mean, they're not necessarily fun to play against, but man, are they fun to cast. Okay, pick number 4. And we got Zealous Conscripts to go along with the Kiki-Jiki had I taken that. Very strong pack though, holy moly. Path, Conscripts, Mentor, Pack Rat, Spellseeker. Kind of to dig in, take in one of the white or red cards here. Mentor, Path, both very good. So is the Conscripts. I kind of like taking the Mentor. It goes pretty well along with the Shinobi, right? You can make a bunch of tokens, and then if one of the tokens goes unblocked, Ninjutsu in. I don't know, it feels like in something like Legacy Cube, I more often than not draft like an aggro deck of sorts, more than combo, but we can do some fun things here, it looks like. As we have a Narset and a Vindicate, both solid. There aren't as many draw 7 effects in a Legacy Cube as there are in Vintage Cube, right? Vintage, you have access to like Time Twister and Time Spiral and whatnot. I think in Legacy Cube, you might just have, what, maybe Commit to Memory, and what's the other one? Echo of Eons? So I'm wondering if I should just take the Vindicate here instead of Narset, but I could see it going either way. I guess if I'm going to play it safe, I'll just take the blue card, as there's no guarantee that I'm going to be playing the white just yet. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there are any Esper colored cards I'm going to want to take out of this pack, so maybe in fact I'm supposed to take like Lava Claw Reaches here in case I end up going like Grixis or whatever. Bone Crusher Giant, Electrolyze. Let's just take the Lava Claw Reaches and see what happens. Not a bad start, though. If I recall correctly, there was also like a Doomblade I could wheel, among some other cards, so... Try to go a more control variant. Oh, I think there was a remove soul and a negate, too. All of those would be fine for me. Shelldock Isle, huh? Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I mean, I often overlook this card in Legacy Cube because it's a lot harder to get to the necessary requirement to cast a spell for free, but still certainly worth picking up there over any of those other cards we could have had. And now one more pack and then start seeing some of the wheels, as they say. Kalitas, that's pretty good. Big fan of this one too. Some decks just cannot beat this card. The lifelinking is super relevant versus the aggressive decks. The fact that, you know, anytime one of their creatures dies, you get to go a little bit wider with zombies. And then, of course, the graveyard exile is not irrelevant. Okay, this is looking good so far. Now we want to start seeing some of those good wheels, though. All right, and doesn't look like we wheeled too much of note here. Did get some more Esper-colored cards, though. Kind of want to just take the Liliana's Triumph, but could take like Containment Priest or whatever. I don't think I'm going to take the Supreme Verdict or the Scavenger. Flame Tongue Kavu, also not terrible, but let's get some spell interaction, since with Narset and Mentor, we really want to get some more, you know, non-creature spells. Oh, Negate on the wheel. Perfect. Seems good for me. I'll put this Mentor to the side for now. Stick with the blue and the black cards. Zerath Sun, Midnight Reaper. Again, both of those not too exciting. I guess another 5-drop is okay here. And it has flash, right? So, you know, if I'm playing a control deck of sorts, then it's nice to be able to not only hold up like a counter spell on the opponent's turn, but also hold up a relevant threat should they not do anything you want to counter. Let's take the Prophecy in case we do end up in Grixis. Bloodline Keeper. That does have synergy with Kalitas, but I'm not sure if it's good enough standalone in Legacy Cube. Okay, Blessed Alliance. Again, some last pick irrelevant cards, but this is only pack 1, so not really too concerned about where we are right now. And looks like we got a Cryptic Command here for pack number 2. Dragonlord Silumgar's quite good. Portal's nice. Prismatic Lens, Necrotal, Living Death. I'm a big fan, though, of this type of counter magic. We already have Confluence. Let's take the Cryptic Command. Okay, and here we go. What a pack. Damn. Bitter Blossom, Nicol Bolas, Force of Will, Jite, Sword, Splinter Twin. Oh, it's going to be pretty hard to not just take this Bitter Blossom here. It's kind of exactly what we want to do. It's just a 2-drop that can win the game on its own and does something relevant without me investing any more mana into it. I really want the Force of Will, but yeah, I think the Bitter Blossom is just too good, because I have 2 cards that go with it, right? It's so good with Shinobi, but the Bitter Blossom tokens are also rogues, so it's also fantastic with Zerath-san, so I think that's just what we have to do here, as sad as it might seem. Okay, and now we have a little bit of a decision here. We have Teferi, but we also have Dak, and then there's a Damnation if we want to just take a card that's blue or black instead of moving out into another color. But I think because I already have the Mentor, I'm going to go ahead and take the Teferi here. And there's a chance that we wheel like the Sorin or something. Let's go full on Grixis. Esper. We can cut these for now. I think lands are going to be priority number 1 if I can get some blue, white, or black lands. But in the case here where we don't have a land, then something like a Hymn is very good. Grave Titan's very good. Careful consideration for the digging. Looter Ilkor is fantastic again for both Shinobi and Zerasan, as it's unblockable and then also a rogue. I'm going to take the hand disruption though. I think Hymn to Turok is just a little bit too good overall. Through the breach there. Gonti's pretty nice, but I think here I'm probably supposed to take the Misty Rainforest. I don't have a land that it can grab yet, but the upside of taking it now and then finding one later is pretty high, so. Ooh, man, another fantastic pack here. Concealed Courtyard, Bloodstained Mire, but we got to go with the Toxic. It's just too much of a good control card. And even though we do have a land here, I think this is more important. Plus, this is not the important land that we want. It is fixing, yes, but truth be told, I don't necessarily have to play the white, and the Toxic is always going to make the deck. Okay, similarly, I might not even want to take the Glacial Fortress here, because I kind of want to just take the Heartless Act and stick to our blue-black for now. Fall from Favor also pretty good. I wonder if I should take that. You know what? I'm going to try taking the Fall from Favor. I don't like Monarch as an ability overall, or as a mechanic overall. I think it's just kind of lame, but it is so powerful. So, wow, what a pack. Ashiok, Frost Titan, Recurring Nightmare, Ravenous Chupacabra. I mean, Ashiok just wins the game too frequently, so let's take that. Necrotal versus Revoker seems good. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the Revoker. This is a more unique effect than the Necrotal's ability to kill something is. Yeah, this deck's looking real nice. Still debating the white splash, but even if we don't end up splashing any of these white cards, our deck looks fantastic. I mean, heck, I can even take the Nicol Bolas if I wanted to and splash that instead of just taking this Extinction event. It's probably safer to take the event, although, I mean, I'd rather just have, like, the Damnation that we passed. Yeah, let's have a little fun. Let's take the Bolas. Let's see what happens. A little red as a treat, or maybe a little bit of white as a treat. Who knows? Both are still on the table. Okay, next pack did have the Sorin on the wheel, although the Sorin doesn't really make too much sense in this deck. It's like fine, not amazing. I think another Confluence here is probably what we want. Can kill a creature, can draw some cards, or can return something from my graveyard, so seems fine. Mimic Vat is another interesting card. Though I assume here I'd rather just take Vraska. Okay, sideboard Explosives is nice. I mean, we have a lot of potentials here. I can splash the green, I can splash the red, I can splash the white. It's good to have options. Especially options that are just really easy to splash for too, right? Like we have the Misty Rainforest for the Vraska, so that would be pretty easy to do, and it's not going to be hard to find a white or a red source if I want either of these different colors. I guess I have the Lava Claw Reaches too for the red, but who knows? Stick with our guns for now. Blue-black attack. Need some more targeted removal, I think. What else? Maybe a few more counters would be good. Hex Mage is not bad. Could probably start that in the main. Ooh, yeah. How about a Liliana? Is that what we want here? Scarab God. Seems pretty good to take a Planeswalker. Been very happy with Lily. We don't have any reanimate shenanigans to get some huge synergy with her, but that seems good. We have Ashiok, we have Lily, we have Narset. Kind of doing a blue-black Super Friends type nonsense over here. And then we have all these other Planeswalkers we could splash for. I mean, maybe if I get like the Chromatic Lantern or Coalition Relic or something, I debate splashing for even all of the Planeswalkers. But maybe that's just getting a little bit too fancy. Okay, I guess I'm gonna take the Jace now. I'm passing a Grim Monolith though, which, especially in Legacy Cube, is just one of the more busted cards that you can open. Just because there's nothing else like it. Whereas in Vintage Cube, you know, there are a bunch of other ways to get fast mana. Grim Monolith is one of the few ways to ramp by this much in Legacy Cube. Same thing with even Dark Ritual, honestly, but seems like Jace is the pick here. Okay, Remand is pretty good. I'm going to take that over Karn, I think. Karn, Saheeli, Colonnade. We want some more interaction, though, so Remand is perfect. Yeah, this deck is shaping up real nice. Oh man, I can even get the Liliana's Triumph with Liliana. Amazing. Force of Negation. Is that going to make my deck? How many blue cards? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 3 swords in this one pack here. What is this card? Destroy all creatures and planeswalkers except for commanders. Oh, weird. Huh. Anyways, let's take the Force. I don't think I've seen too many other blue-black lands. I don't think I've seen Watery Grave or Underground Sea. Polluted Delta. What else? There's probably a blue-black check land. Brainstorm, huh? Mars Flats, Languish. Brainstorm's pretty good with the... Oh wait, I already have Jace. What am I talking about? I was going to say with the fetch, but probably not necessary. The Mars Flats does allow for a white splash if I wanted to, but I don't think we need to anymore. Probably just going to take some interaction, so Languish or Go for the Throat seem good here. Targeted or Mass? I guess we already have the Toxic. So I think I'm going to go with the targeted removal of the Go for the Throat over the Languish. Seems a little bit better. Talrand, Spellskite, Hero's Downfall. Yeah, seems like Downfall's another good choice here. Can probably replace the main deck Hex Mage as a way to deal with Planeswalkers. More versatile, so. Man, one blue-black land. One more blue-black land would be great. We're going into pick 7 now, so 2 more chances to get like the Misty, or sorry, the Watery Grave or the Underground Sea would be so good. Tasigur? Tasigur might not be the worst. I kind of want to take some more blue cards for Force of Negation, though, so maybe Stratus Dancer is actually slightly better. Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's also a flyer for Fallen Shinobi purposes. It's not a... yeah, it's not one of the types that Zareth-san can get value from, though. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blue cards for Force of Negation. And of course you can always just hard cast the Force, but... darn, no last pick. Blue-black land, that would have been real nice. I guess Into the Royal's pretty good, though. And that might just be the deck right there. Win cons, we have a bunch of Planeswalkers, we have the Fallen Shinobi and the Zareth-san. I'll play this Glasspool Mimic. It's not terrible. It's also a land, so kind of a free roll. Oh, Phiomancer is not bad. But if I take the Tomb, I can actually splash the Vraska. I wonder if that's correct too. Run the Misty Rainforest and Overgrown Tomb. That could be better. We don't need the Ophiomancer. I'll take the tomb and see what happens. Don't think Ophiomancer is necessary. Now to run the Vraska or not. Oh, with Lumbering Falls, the Vraska is looking more and more like a thing. Abrupt Decay, Yawgmoth, Murmuring Mystic. This does seem like a decent Murmuring Mystic deck too, oddly. Which means it's probably a good Talran deck. Yeah, lots of choices here. To Vraska or not? That's the question. If I run, I have 3 green sources just by running those lands. And I have a decent bit of card draw here. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. It's another good win con. If I'm running the Vraska, what am I cutting then? I guess I can cut the Revoker and bring it in as necessary. How many tap lands am I running then? 1, 2, 3, 4 lands that always enter tapped. It's a slight overkill on it. You know what? I'm actually going to cut the Triumph too then and just run 18 lands in essence. 17 lands, that is to say, and the Glasspool Mimic. Because this deck seems like it's mana hungry. Alright, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blue, 5, 6, 7 black. No, that can't be right. We gotta go up. 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Well, let's go fire off round 1 of this Legacy Cube and see how we do. Alright, here's round 1 of the Legacy Cube with our Sultai Poop control deck. I am on the play here with a pretty good hand. I'm going to lead with Swamp. We don't need to run out the Glasspool just yet. See what we draw for turn before we decide if we want to do that. Opponent has a Search for Tomorrow to suspend. Alright. Ooh, well, pretty hard not to just slam turn 2 Bitter Blossom when you got it. And this is actually going to work out great. If I don't draw a land next turn, I can play out the Mimic as a land and hold up Remand. Llanowar Elf, sure. Noble Hierarch, sure. So we're looking for Toxic Deluge. Go for the Throat, also not terrible. I'm going to go ahead and play this as a land, though, and just pass, holding up Remand. I'm not going to Remand their Search for Tomorrow. They can do too many big things this turn. Like, they're going to have access to, what, 7 mana? 6 mana? Alright, what do you got, green deck? 5, 6. Some kind of Expel, Ballista or something. Hangerback, Walker. Don't actually care all that much about that one. They can have that. I'm going to go ahead and kill their Noble Hierarch end of turn, though. Nice. We can attack for 1. Remand whatever they do next turn and then hold up Confluence on the following seems decent. Or if they just play like a random creature or whatever that doesn't have a good ETB, I can Downfall. Thrun the Last Troll. Cannot be countered. Okay. And they're attacking with their Hangerback. Alright. Yeah, I don't mind taking 3 damage. And I think end of turn I'm going to go ahead and downfall their Llanowar Elf. Keep them off of mana, but also it leaves me doing something relevant with my mana every turn. And I'm going to attack with 2. We can Mystic Confluence to bounce the Hangerback Walker too, to reset it. So we'll chump Thrun this turn. Go ahead and take another 3. Three mana. Awakening Zone. That's not that problematic. But I think it's a good time to cash in. Is it? No, it's probably fine. That doesn't do anything. I'd rather end of turn bounce their hanger back and draw 2 cards, I think. Oh, 2 more land is not ideal. Okay, into the Royal's fine though. So in order to hold up Remand and Kicked into the Royal, I'm going to need to play out a blue source here. I mean, hopefully they just recast their hanger back for 3, and then I just get to Remand it and call it a day. Triumph is a way to get rid of Thrun, I guess, but they have too many weenies to want to really bring in the Triumph. Oh, what is this? They're sacking to play a Polychronos. Alright. That's good enough for me to Remand. And I'm going to hold the Misty Rainforest in case we find Jace. Hex Drinker. Okay. That's a problem. And they're not leveling it up. Oh, so they're holding open Regeneration for Thrun. Sure. So they have a Polychronos and Hangerback Walker in hand. So I guess I'm going to pay 2 life here. Vraska and shoot the Hex Drinker. And then I'm going to leave back all of my creatures to block since we know they have a Polychronos in their hand. And we can just start making creatures with Vraska, which seems pretty good. Oh, they drew a Questing Beast? That's disgusting. Well, I guess I might want to enter the Royal the Questing Beast now, huh? Yikes. And I need to find an answer to that real quickly. I guess I can Megamorph the Stratus Dancer to block it for a turn. So Polychronos, Hangerback Walker, and the Questing Beast. Looks like they're going to play Hangerback on 1. That's fine. Hey, okay, we have some action. So let's see here. 4. And this would be 3 and then 2. Okay. Come on, Shinobi, find me something good. Are you kidding? 2 land. Alright, well, so now I have to go like this. I have to play the... Or rather, I have to, like, kill the Awakening Zone, get a treasure here. Cast this face down, and then flip it face up and block and chump the Questing Beast. Otherwise, I die to my own Bitter Blossom. Man, what an unlucky hit. 2 land. So brutal. All right. Not quite dead. Zereth Sun now. Okay. Well, now hold up. Return an unblocked attacking rogue you control. Okay. And I can get their Hex Drinker and then level it up? Are you saying there's a chance? Oh, what a strange game. They still have the Polychronos, but... kind of getting there. Maybe? Uh-oh, what is this? 5 mana. Acidic Slime. Kill the Bitter Blossom? I think that's too late. I think they needed to play Polychronos here and kill my Fairy Rogue. They had just enough mana to do that. Then if they kill the Fairy Rogue, I have to block with the Hex Drinker. But since they've done it like this, Fallen Shinobi can block the Questing Beast, Fairy Rogue can block the Thrun, and then I level up Hex Drinker and hit him for 6 next turn. So, ooh, we squeaked out of that one. As expected, so block here, trade here, and then we just level up and hit him for 6. You done goofed, kid. Level, level, level. I would like to attack you for Xaxes. Thank you. Hey, we did it. We even won with our build-around cards of Fallen Shinobi and Zereth San. Feels good. Okay, so looks like Explosives could be good versus all their elves. And Revoker hits their mana dorks if I want to bring that in. Looks like Force of Negation wasn't particularly useful there. Same thing with Negate then. Let's just bring in Revoker and Explosives, and... I mean, even Bloodline Keeper is not bad versus green, because they can't really interact with it all that well. Maybe Fall from Favor is a cut since the opponent's so aggro versus me. And then try this. Let's do it. Go to game 2 here. The Green Machine versus Sultai Doodoo. Can I keep this hand off of Explosives? This might be a little bit too dirtily. But I'm willing to give it a shot on the draw. Alright, suspend search for tomorrow. Let's play out tap land number 1. Want to lead with Swamp, or rather a black source since we have him in our deck and we don't have a double blue spell on turn 2. Ooh, so do I want to just go for the throat that pilgrim? Or do I want to save the explosives for it? Hmm. Yeah, I think I kind of like killing their pilgrim now. I don't know, because if I don't kill it and they just go like Thrun, then I get punished really hard, right? This way is worse versus them playing Questing Beast or something, but well, I hope I draw a different removal spell then. Shelldock Isle. Yeah, I might just be losing to that Questing Beast now. I don't know. It always feels like it's right to kill the mana dork, but this was just a scenario where we got extremely punished immediately. Awakening Zone, sure. Alright, I mean, I'm just going to Jace uptick here. Gets our Jace out of Questing Beast range. Let's look at their library. I have to put that on the bottom, otherwise the Questing Beast does 5 damage. That's funny. Ooh, that is a problem. Well, hopefully they don't draw any creatures. Okay, we get to brainstorm and fetch, though, which is nice. Oh, maybe they're just gaining 2. Oh, no, they have something to follow up. Hanger back. Oh, and it's for 3. Okay. Well, I guess let's start with a brainstorm. I don't think bouncing that's good. We can always explosive on 0, technically. I mean, I could just hard cast the Shinobi this turn as well to block the Questing Beast. Yikes. I guess I don't need Bitter Blossom at this point. Yeah, let's just play out the Shinobi and hope it sticks. Man, turns out if I had saved the go for the throat, we could just never lose this game. Okay. Secure Tribe Elder, draw a card. I assume they're going to send both at the Jace, which is fine, because then I get to at least get the stinking Questing Beast off the battlefield. Huh. It's not that great. Legit, my best play here, I think, is just to Vraska and kill the Great Henge. Because now if they just brick for a turn or 2, I have a chance, right? I can explosives on 0 for the hanger back. I can Wretched Confluence -2 on the Sakura Tribe Elder. In fact, yeah, we can kill the Sakura Tribe Elder and the Master of the Wild Hunt here. And then Engineered Explosives on 0. So I need to play that on 0. Wait for their awakening zone and master the triggers, fine. Wall of Blossoms, sure. Alright, now we blow this up for 0. Oh wait, I was supposed to sack my treasure. I guess it doesn't really matter, I don't need that mana anyways. Then we can -3, -3, -3, so -1, 1, 1. And then next turn I can Bloodline Keeper plus copy Bloodline Keeper, which is kind of nice because they're both flyers. So depending on what that last card in the opponent's hand is, we might have just stabilized really well. Oh, well, now I need to draw Toxic Deluge right now and cast it for 4 and go to 1. That Hex Drinker off the top is absurd. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, I can't. I can cast Mimic, remand it, and then hope to draw a 2-mana spell, but that doesn't work. Wow, we're so close. Hex Drinker off the top, though. Brutal. Yeah, the difference there was killing the Mana Dork and not saving it. I liked my play, it just turns out I got punished hard. Alright, let's run it back. This should be a good matchup, I think. Will the Hex Drinker decide game 3 as well? Alright, I'm gonna keep it. It's real borderline, though. But if they... I really want them just to play a 1-drop creature so I can engineered explosive it instead of having their search for tomorrow again. That's fine, yeah. So now we can just explosive on... Oh wait, I can't explosive on 1 yet, can I? I messed up by not playing that out last turn. Well, hopefully they don't get to ramp into something because I'm stupid. Wall of Blossoms, that's fine. Ooh, that's a good one. I think it's still correct to just blow up the 1-drop before trying to get Kali Toss value, but this is going to be real nice. Oh, they had a Utopia Sprawl as well. That might have prevented them from casting the Sprawl last turn. The explosive, that is to say. Wow, they had 4 1-drops in their hand. Can I just draw Toxic, please? Super punished for not just waiting. I guess, you know what? I punted twice. I should have cast this on turn 1 for 1, but if I wasn't going to do that, I should have just waited until turn 3. And the reason is I can't do anything on turn 2 after playing the explosives for 1 anyways. Oof, and now we have a pretty big issue. Good draws by the opponent, for sure. Oh, I mean, they only have 2 cards left in their hand, so we're going to definitely fire off this hymn. Thrun and a Whisperwood Elemental, okay. So I'm going to take 7 here from the prime time. Hope is that they did not top deck a big spell this turn. Nice. Okay. Well, we might as well attack and gain 3 life here because they hit me for 7 regardless. And this way, we get to bolster our life total a little bit. So end of turn, I'm going to bounce their Primeval Titan and draw 2 cards. They have 1 card left in their hands. If they play it out, I get to bounce and then make them discard it, which would be fantastic, but looks like that's not the play. Draw 2. Okay, we have the Bitter Blossom with Shinobi. That's nice. I mean, presumably the last card in their hand is a land, so what I think I want to do here is instead Lily. Make them sack a creature, which is going to give me a token. Attack for 3. If they block, I can pump up the zombie and eat the wall as well. Nice. Gain a lot of life back there. And now the Kalitas is actually potentially a 7/6, which gets out of range of prime time. Slime. What, are they going to kill a land with that? I guess it's Death Touch too. Sure. Alright, and they're back to Hellbent. They probably don't have too many lands left in their deck, though. I will say that much. Hey, that's another good draw. Let's go grab Overgrown Tomb here. Play Bloodline Keeper. Play Bitter Blossom. Actually, I guess I need to hold. Yeah, let's just discard the Bitter Blossom at this point. Because I need to be able to sack the token to Kalitas to make it a 7/8. Okay, Avenger of Zendikar. Yikes. Well, that's pretty good with Primeval Titan, but the question is, do they want to throw away their prime time to pump twice? I guess that's not really throwing it away now, is it? So there's all going to be 2 3s? Oh my god. Now I need to draw something for sure. Man alive. So I'm going to gain 7, go back to 17. But, well, I guess I have to attack with the Bloodline Keeper and hope to hit something. Come on. You know, they don't have many lands left in their deck, so this feels pretty unlucky, but what are you going to do, I guess? Oh no, they drew an, oh, they don't have any more lands in their deck. Oh, thank God. Oh my lord. Okay, how does this flip again? I need vampires. These are just zombies. So I gain 7. I go to 24. I'm actually not dead here. Wow, wow, wow. That's nuts. Dude, Kalitas doing work. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's good if they attack with just that, too. I can block with a zombie, get another zombie. Dude, this game is tense. Oh? Okay. Sure. So block, 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 block. Okay. That's a good one. Kind of. Not really. Guess I just pass here. They don't have any more lands in their deck, so there's no need to kill the Avenger just quite yet. Oh no, what did they draw now? They drew a Craterhoof Behemoth for the turn? Are you kidding? Well, that is definitely lethal. What? Man, what a top deck. GG's. I mean, they didn't have they didn't have any lands left in their deck, but come on. One more turn and I think we win. What a beating. Well played. We were so close to stabilizing too. I mean, it felt like they drew. That's all good. All right, let's just see how much damage we take now. That's going to be the impressive part. Casually, negative 153. GG's. We'll go to the next. And here we are for round 2 of this Legacy Cube after that brutal round 1. We got wrecked by Avenger for, I don't even know how much, 15 into like Craterhoof. Pretty good draw here as we are on the play with a turn 2 Bitter Blossom into a turn 3 Ashiok. We even have the Shinobi in hand. I think the worst part about the last game was the Shinobi hits. Both times they were so awkward. Ooh, they have a turn 2 Raphellos. We're going to need to deal with that, so I think this taps, right? Yeah. 100% going to instead fall from favor of the Raphellos instead of Ashioking here. And that's going to give us the Monarch, so we're going to start drawing extra cards. And our hand looks disgusting. Okay. No plays from the OP. No untapped land there for me, sad. Don't get to Shinobi them here, but I would expect them to probably scoop relatively fast. Because if they don't impact the board quickly, well, I'm Ashioking them, I'm drawing extra cards because I'm the Monarch, and I have a Bitter Blossom active, so. Garrick, Forest, Mindslaver. Cradle, Portal, that's a good one. I probably couldn't lose if I just hold up counter magic and whatnot, but definitely want to go for the fun play of Shinobi. Oh, I shouldn't have played a land first. Whoopsies. No big deal. I'm just going to hit 2 spells off of their library anyways, I'm sure. I am very good at hitting lands and mana dorks with the Shinobi, it seems. I'm not even sure what the opponent can do here to come back from this one. I guess they could have Zealous Conscripts to steal the Ashiok and get rid of it, but that's only a slight reprieve from all the other pressure I already have on the board. Nissa. Well, Nissa's good, but not good enough here. Attacking face. Alright, well I don't want to lose to like a random Banefire or something, so I am going to block the damage, however little it seems. That also would give them the Monarch, which I don't need them to have. Alright, uptick Ashiok. Let's go for the throat, the elf. Let's kill the Nissa. And let's just hold up command. I guess I don't need to attack with that Fairy Rogue. Let's just make sure the Nissa dies. Let's see, we hit a Slime and a Sakura Tribe Elder. So next turn I'm probably going to put out the Slime and kill their Cradle. One, two, three, four, five, six. They have 7 mana. They still have a lot of mana. Okay. Plow under. No, thank you. Counter target spell. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Alright. Counter spell. Return that to your hand. They just dead on board. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can almost kill them. Alright, well, let's just play it safe then. Oh, wait. Can I kill him with the wretch? No, because I have to tap out for that. Yeah, let's just put out the Slime. I guess I'm going to kill their red source now since they only have 1. Alright, scoop it up. Scoop it up and go to next. Another matchup where explosives or revokers seem good. At least the revoker comes in for Nissa. I don't think I need the explosives this time. But let's get payback on that first green deck by beating this second green deck. How about? Not with that hand. Let's go down to 6. That's not much better, but at least it's got some early interaction. Bounce spell, counter for maybe a Nissa or whatever. I mean, depending on what we see from the opponent this game, and if we go to a game 3, we might want to bring in the explosives after all. As they have a pretty quick curve here. You know what? I haven't drawn my Toxic Deluge yet. That card would have been so good in any of these matches. We actually want them to cast Nissa this turn since we have the negate open for her. Oh no! Well, that's a problem. Yikes. I guess I'm going to go for the throat their Druid now to take off 2 mana. Yeah, turn 3 Slime is pretty good. Okay, into a Garrick. And this game will be over quick if I don't find a land here. And quick it might be. Do you have the Plow under? If they have Plow under, it's GG. Primal Command. That's good enough. Puts a land on top and they get to tutor for a creature. If I'm drawing a land next turn, I'm taking way too much and falling way too far behind. I guess I could also bring in Hex Mage for their Planeswalkers. I think I like our build as is. Feels like there's been some unfortunate happenstances in the games that we've lost. But overall, this seems like a pretty solid deck, I would say. Okay, here's game 2 of the second round. We're on the play with a turn 2 Bitter Blossom. I accept. Turn 2 Blossom, turn 3 maybe kill a creature with Downfall. Again, I would just like to draw Toxic Deluge in any one of these games, please. If they don't do anything big here, I might even just downfall their Elves of Deep Shadow this turn. Do I want to kill that? That's probably worth killing. Well, it's so much better just to get Ashiok online, though. The sooner you start taking up this, it's just so backbreaking. 2 lands and a Sakura Tribe Elder were eaten. I mean, we have the Bitter Blossom to protect it too, so I think this makes sense. Alright, what do you got, OP? What are you gonna do? Going face. Okay, I'll take 3, or maybe 4. Not attacking the Planeswalker is kind of crazy, I feel like. Okay, we hit Eternal Witness, Raphelos, and a Stomping Ground. I guess I'm going to go for the Throat the Tracker now, and then attack for 1 pass. Heck, we can even Ewit to bring back one of our relevant spells now if they don't deal with Ashiok. It is very surprising. Could also go get the Sakura Tribe Elder since I don't have any other secondary blues. Well, I mean, I guess I can play the Mimic out if I wanted. Yeah, I guess I should have played Mimic last turn. What did I play? Swamp? No, I played Overgrown Tomb, right? Never mind. I guess it was still technically correct to play the Mimic, though, instead of the Tomb as a land. Thrag Tusk. Alright, well that doesn't trample, so that's not a big deal. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay. So I guess I'm just going to keep eating their library then. And now we get to attack with one of the Fairy Rogues. Hit them with the Zareth-san. Get their Tireless Tracker. And then play the Mimic out as a land. So we have access to another blue source next turn. I would like that, thank you. I would like a treasure, or whatever, a clue. Thanks, so generous. Okay, there's a red source. But what can they do with it? Well, they have 6 mana here. Alright, attacking with Thragtusk. We'll go ahead and jump. Preserve our life total. This is Primal Command. It's not nearly as bad this time. We even have the clue to get through it. Alright. Yeah, so it was Primal Command, and what modes did they choose? Oh, they shuffled my graveyard. Alright, so Ashiok is gone. Let's start off by sacking the treasure. Sorry, the clue. Oh, wow. Play the land. So I could downfall their Elves of Deep Shadow and then get it with the Zerathon, but I guess instead now I'd rather Shinobi the Fairy. And hit a slime and an ooze. I'll take it. And let's just kill their red source here. Payback. Absolute devastating payback. Alright, good luck, opponent. You're gonna need something fantastic here. And a bunch of mana dorks isn't what it is gonna be, I think. I assume I can just kill one of their creatures and attack with everything. Right? Like, downfall the druid. Play the land. Animate Tar Pit, GG. Alright. Got the second round. Payback for that first green deck that top decked the Craterhoof versus us. Let's go to round 3. And here we are for the third and final round of the Legacy Cube. We are once again on the play, and once again we have Bitter Blossom, the perfect. Good luck, have fun. Fantastic hand. Turn 2 Bitter Blossom, turn 3 potentially fall from favor. Whoa, sorry. This is a nice one. Alright, not a green deck this time. Or at least, they didn't lead with the forest. Oh, they have Mana Tithe? Oh no! Oh. Alright, you got me good there. I'm hoping they play a creature so I can fall from favorite. Stoneforge Mystic. Ooh, that's going to do double duty by tapping it down. As they have a Sword of Feast and Famine. Alright, we want to draw another island here. Perfect. So that I can just Jace next turn or into the Royal Kicked next turn. But now I'm the Monarch. I get to start drawing a card at the end of my turn, every turn. And if this is going to be a more control-y match, which this might not necessarily be. I mean, they could be anything really, I suppose. Ashiok. Oh, God. That's really good versus us. They hit my Stratus Dancer, my Downfall, and a Hymn. Okay, that's a problem. How many other ways do I have to kill an Ashiok, I wonder? This doesn't kill planeswalkers, does it? No. Well, let's just Jace. The nice thing with the Jace is that we can brainstorm and put cards we don't care about back on top. For example, I don't really want to draw these 2 lands, right? So, seems okay to tuck them. I guess I'm going to be drawing one of the lands back at end of the turn, but at the very least, then they have to exile one of their lands. But I'm going to be I'm going to be milling myself out real quickly here. I wonder if I should just be upticking with the Jace and try to get to Jace Ultimate. Or if that's just so far away it's not reasonable at all. 3 lands. Nice. Good job. No plays. Alright, well, we want to get the shell dock online. I was thinking about brainstorming first and then shell docking. Force of Negation. Oh, that's going to be pretty good. Okay, so we can put the Force there. I'm going to start Fate Sealing after all. And then, like, end of next turn, I can bounce their Ashiok and then counter it with Force of Negation. Okay, shuffle. Impulse, sure. Confluence, also not shabby. Bob, that's fine. I'm assuming they have some counter magic still, as they eat my Lily, Go for the Throat, and Toxic. Hey, we finally saw our Toxic, though. We know it exists. Alright, nice. That resolved. Only 14 cards left in my deck, though. Ooh, that's also not very bad versus them. But I think I still want to bounce the Dark Confidant for this turn. And I'm going to lead here on the Narset, kind of bait out a counter. Oh, they don't have it. Okay. I guess we might as well activate then. As we hit... I think I'd rather hit Remand here than Ashiok. I'm actually going to end up killing myself with my own Monarch, aren't I? I'm going to overdraw. I need to start Fate Sealing again with Jace. Shark Typhoon for 1, that's fine. In fact, I kind of want them to hit me with the Shark so that they steal the Monarch, right? Yeah, I'm real close to dead. I'm going to deck out for sure. I've just drawn way too many cards. That's super awkward. Do I care about that? I guess I'm supposed to remand it. Feels like they've been missing lands anyways, so. Alright, they are. They are taking the Monarch from me. That's actually what we wanted, as weird as that is. Replay their Bob, don't care. They can't draw extra cards because I have Narset anyways. Fate Seal. No, you can have Fatal Push. Oh, I really need more untapped blue here. So I guess the Bob gets around the card draw, doesn't it? Because it puts it into their hand as opposed to drawing it. I didn't think about that. Oh, there's Stoneforge also untaps because they're the Monarch now. Oh, I completely forgot about that part too. Whoops. Uh-oh. Ooh, this might be a little bit awkward. Well, let's see what they do. Going face, face. Okay. I don't care about that. They have ninjutsu as well? They do. Very nice. Sure. Well, let's just return all 3 creatures to their owner's hand, because I can't hold up the shell dock even if I cryptic. Yeah, I don't care if you put out the sword in response. That doesn't matter to me. Okay, we're still in this. We are definitely still in this. Nice, negates a fantastic draw. Let's go ahead and Fate Seal. Yeah, I don't want them drawing land. Vraska, uptick. We can also kill him with Vraska in like 2 turns. So we're turning the tides of this battle. And we know they have like 3 random creatures in their hand in addition to the Fatal Push. Oh wait, they discarded the Fatal Push, which was actually good because we want the Pirate for the Vraska. And Vraska Emblem with Creeping Tar Pit is also a huge game. Alright, there's the Ashiok again. Let's go ahead and try to force it. Nice. And with that getting countered, I think we are in insane position. Well, I guess they're going to bounce my token. Yep, that makes sense. Game plan is just to kill him with Creeping Tar Pit next turn. Fate Seal. Nope, you can have that one. Very strange game. Love it, though. Three dead cards. They have Dark Confidant, Stone, Forge Mystic, and Shinobi. That's fine. It's not the creature you need to worry about. We don't care about that. That still doesn't accomplish anything. Okay, they're just dead on board. All right, Vraska -10. Hit him with Tar Pit. Looks dead to me. Your life total, it becomes 1. Tar Pit. Attack you. Well, you don't get to see that every day. We almost had the Jace win, too. One more turn and we would have Jace ulted them, so. Alright, that was rough, but we got there. Let's bring in Revoker. We can cut the, let's see, Toxic out, Kalitas out, Confluence out, Hexmage in, Talrand in. Might even want to bring in Saheeli, honestly. I think we need to leave in the go for the throat. We saw enough good hits, though. Fall from Favor out versus them seems fine. And yeah, let's go to game 2. Alrighty, game 2 of the third and final round versus more or less a mirror match of sorts. We have a pretty good opening hand. Let's lead on Swamp. As they have a turn 2 Dark Confidant. Okay. Well, it might be hard to beat the card advantage of that, but a turn 2 Bitter Blossom can apply a lot of pressure. Hopefully they hit some big ones and not just free land. I also would just love to draw a land next turn. That'd be great. Lingering Souls. I don't need to counter that because we have Bitter Blossom. At least I don't think I need to counter that. Oof, did not draw the land. So I guess I'm just going to play out the Stratus Dancer as an extra blocker for a turn. They drew another land off Bob, darn it. No attacks, though. Okay. Well, we'll take it. It's not the land we wanted, but I think I like just playing out the Hex Mage here. We know they have a Mana Tithe in their deck, and I don't really care if they counter this with something else. We aren't in a rush. Okay, Shark Typhoon for 2, end of turn. That's fine. Ooh, Fatal Push. That's not very nice. Oh, that Dark Confidant has drawn them 3 cards and made them lose 1 life total. Alright, Hexmage down. They didn't kill a flyer, though, which means they don't have Shinobi, which is good. Yeah. That's probably worth countering. Alright, another land was great. I'm going to go with Ashiok to start. Just getting this online is so nice. Especially when they've already started drawing extra cards with Dark Confidant. We hit 3 land. Hey, and then they drew their Mana Tithe. Alright, that one's a little bit less good when we know about it. But it doesn't take too many turns with Ashiok to mill out the opponent. Sword of Feast and Famine, that's not good for me. Okay. Well, I think I definitely chump while I can. Otherwise, they could have just Fatal pushed it, right? Into the Royal, not a terrible draw. Let's exile 3 more. And pass. This time we hit 8 Jace, Brutality, and a Plains. They're down to 14 cards in their deck, though. We're getting there. Okay, let's see how they attack. If they just attack the Ashiok, I don't need to worry about anything. In fact, I'm surprised they didn't play out some spells first and then attack me with the sword, because they kill me very quickly. No, they're going Jace. Alright, I'd rather Ashiok. I'm okay with that. The sword doesn't trigger when that happens. Okay, Lingering Souls flashback, sure. Ooh, Glenalendra Archmage is real good, though. Well, that's a problem. Huh. I guess I can... No, that doesn't work. So I should have bounced the sword in response to them playing Alendra. That was a punt. Well, cripes. Guess let's try bouncing the Glenalendra proper, and they might still just counter it. Okay, that's fine. Uptick. Let's see, Teferi, City of Brass, Impulse. Oh man, they also have Teferi. That's bad. Let's go ahead and Jace now while they're tapped out, and I guess I'll just bounce the shark and kill it. Yeah, they only have 9 cards left in deck. I mean, if they had just been attacking my face, feels like they might have already killed me, right? Man, what a grindy match. Oof. Oh, they have some very good cards versus me, though. Narset, Jace, Teferi. Teferi's just so brutal. Alright, let's see where Dark Confidant attacks. Alright, they're going to kill the Jace, which means we get an extra turn with Ashiok. Hopefully. We know 4 of the cards in their hand. Oh, wait, what am I doing? They got rid of Fatal Push. Why do I keep doing that? No plays. What is this? Ah, unexpectedly absent. Tuck the Ashiok away. Okay. Well, and this only does permanents, so I could get Shark Typhoon, but then it's too late. Well, I guess I do attack with everything, though. I get their Shark Typhoon, and then I probably die the turn after. Oh, what is this? Ah, just an opt-in response. Okay, that doesn't matter. Yeah, we actually wanted them to block all of the tokens really badly. Because the more tokens they block, the less damage they get to push next turn. Oh, Ashiok put him to 6. Okay. Oh, maybe they're just killing me. Teferi. Tuck your own Shark Typhoon, maybe? That's pretty good. Ashiok, yeah. Okay, eat my Ashiok. And they get to untap all their lands with Dark Confidant. Although it seems like attacking with all their tokens might have been a mistake. I mean, I don't know what they have in their hand beyond Mana Tithe and Hollowed Fountain, but... What is this? Blood Chief's Thirst the Zereth-san. Okay. Pass. Is there a chance that the Dark Confidant can kill them here? If I send all at face, kill their blocker, and they hit a 1 mana spell, I win, right? Assuming they have absolutely nothing here. Sure. Alright. Oh, Snapcast. Ah, Snapcaster made... Wait, okay, so... They could still mess up. Oh, wait, no, they can't. They cannot Fatal Push their own Dark Confidant. They have to push a token. It has pro-black. Alright, so they could hit a spell that costs 2. If they hit a card that costs 2 or more mana... Yes! Yes! They hit Stoneforge Mystic and we won! What on earth just happened here? I have no idea what just happened. Those are some crazy games. Anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed this look at another Legacy Cube. This is Kenji signing out for another draft video here on the Card Kingdom YouTube channel. For all your Magic related needs and any other card games or board games or anything of the like, go check out cardkingdom.com, guys. You will not regret it. We'll see you guys later.